have Steve Arthurs, who has submitted a letter. Con will not be testifying. Christopher Carlozzi, NFIB. Con, Mr. Carlozzi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee. My name is Christopher Carlozzi. I am the State Director for the National Federation of Independent Business, NFIB. We represent small independent businesses in Rhode Island, all sorts of industries. I'll try not to repeat what Elizabeth had said earlier, but for small businesses, it's always hardest to absorb labor cost increases, whether that is $11.50 or $15 an hour. It always hits small business the hardest when these labor cost increases happen. And the reason is because it's not just a dollar for each worker per hour. There is a lot more to it. There's unemployment insurance costs. Other costs rise with it, like workers' compensation insurance. Small businesses are also concerned with the cost of paid sick leave. All these things are happening at once. It doesn't happen in a vacuum for small businesses. In regard to a $15 minimum wage, which was the original bill before us here, even the Bipartisan Congressional Budget Office determined in 2019 that raising federal minimum wage to $15 could cost the nation as much as 3.7 million jobs, many in entry-level positions. So it can certainly have an effect if Rhode Island passes something as drastic as a $15 minimum wage. One of the groups, as the minimum wage increases impacted the most, are younger workers, teen workers in specific. Rhode Island does not have a teen wage or a training wage, which is a percentage of the minimum wage paid for a finite period of time. That would certainly help if the minimum wage is increasing to encourage employers to hire younger workers. Another problematic thing that we see here is Rhode Island will be the only state left with Sunday holiday premium pay. Massachusetts is phasing it out over the next couple of years till 2023 when it's gone completely. Rhode Island will be an outlier, being the only state left with this time and a half pay, which would certainly put retailers on the border at a severe competitive disadvantage. I won't go into some of the other things that I have in my written testimony regarding some studies that have been done, but it does show one of the reactions to a higher minimum wage is worker hours being cut to pay for it. So if the wages are going up, businesses have to find a way to deal with those rising costs. So many workers may see more per hour but are seeing less in their paycheck because there are fewer hours available to work. Recently, a large chain, a large national chain, raised their wage voluntarily to $15 an hour, and that is exactly what they saw. Also, a large detailer in their warehouse raised the wage for a $15 minimum wage, but once again had to make up for the cost, so they eliminated incentive pay and stock options. So while those workers may have gotten a couple more dollars in their paycheck every week, they also lost out on some big benefits. And these were Fortune 500 companies. So a small business would really be impacted by a $15 minimum wage. I was called by one of our members last week, really beside herself with all these rising costs at once, having to pay the sick leave, and now the potential for a minimum wage increase. It's becoming overwhelming for a lot of small business owners. So I won't repeat anything else that was said, and I certainly would entertain any questions.